Hi everyone, this is your sewing teacher Veronica, and in this video I will show you what tools you need as a beginner to start sewing so you don't spend too much money on things you don't need. And I will also leave the links in the description where you can buy this stuff, and you don't spend too much time on this. So of course the most important is the sewing machine. I have another video on how to choose a sewing machine, what is important, what is not important. So check the link below for this video. Second thing that you need, 100% you will need it, is iron. So you don't need anything fancy, just normal iron. They're not very expensive, like 30, 40 euros. And there's always space for water inside. You can put water in if you open here. And we use it a lot. Every time we make a stitch, we press this stitch or seam to make it flat top. So iron is necessary, okay? After that, you will need the measure tape. So this is something that you need to understand your size and make sure you choose the correct size of the pattern, or if you make your own patterns, also very important. So measure tape you can buy online. It's not so difficult, so nothing to explain here. Okay, of course, scissors. You need scissors for fabric, so you can use the link in the description or just search for tailor scissors. They can be very expensive. If you're a beginner, maybe you don't really need it. You can buy something for 15 euros, 20 euros. The thing is, with time, they get less sharp, and then you need to buy a new one. The more expensive ones, they will stay longer sharp. Make sure in this case that you don't cut paper with them or something else, so do you only use them for fabric. Okay, so scissors for tailors, very important for us also. Then we need a ruler. So sometimes we need to draw lines on the fabric. This ruler is made specially for tailors. There are different options how they can look, but I like a lot this option, and I will also keep the link to this ruler in the description. And I use a lot this part where we have these lines, and it helps me to make lines with 1 centimeter distance. This is our seam allowance. So this ruler will help you a lot, okay? Of course, we need chalk to draw on the fabric. So also a lot of options. Just Google tailor's chalk. Some of them better quality, some have worse quality. I like this one. They're quite soft. The link will be in the description. And normally it's several colors. So if you work with blue fabric, you need to see the lines. So you're going to use the yellow one. So the color should be the opposite of the fabric color. Okay, the chalk. Of course, pins. So pins also you can buy in many different options. I like to have basically you can have the metal end or you can have the plastic end here. And I will keep the links in the description. You can check what are the options. We also need hand stitches sometimes, so you need to buy needles for hand stitches at least. This one set will stay for a very long time because it's a lot of needles. So sometimes we need hand stitches and needles for them. Seam ripper, that is called seam ripper, often comes with the sewing machine. So when you open the front part of the sewing machine, we have different details inside in the back, and often you have seam ripper here. But in case if you don't have it, then you can buy one. It's important that it's sharp. With time also gets a bit less sharp and you just buy a new one. But we use it to open the seams if something went wrong. And the threads, right? So very important. My recommendations will be to buy polyester thread. Don't buy cotton thread. So often you have here that is the word polyester. This is polyester also. Cotton thread is very easy to break. It's not so strong. So polyester is quite strong. The cotton will be breaking easily and giving you a lot of problems. And one of the most famous brands for threads is Gutermann. I hope I pronounce it in the right way. So if you buy Gutermann, you will not have problems with the threads at all. It's a little bit more expensive than other brands, but you will know for sure that you don't face any problems. So I think these are the most important things that you need to buy. But I want to give you some extra information. So if you're going to continue and grow in sewing, there are some other things you can buy that makes your life easier. So I really like this magnet for pins. So it's not together with the pins, it's just a magnet. But sometimes you can drop the box with pins and they all on the table, on the floor. And with this magnet, you just gather them really fast. Super useful thing. Then, what else? If you work with elastic a lot, we use often the safety pins. Also, I will have the link to the safety pins. So sometimes we need it to push elastic through this space. If you make a skirt or trousers with elastic, also very useful. And one more thing that makes your light easier, and actually two more things. This is called loop turner. Also, I buy it on Amazon. It's like €5. It helps you if you make straps for your dress, for example. We need to turn them beautiful side out, so it helps you to make these straps. Yes, very useful. Maybe in the very beginning you don't need it, but later you will need it. And I have this foot for invisible zipper. The thing is that we have some foot together with machine. When you buy a machine, it will come together, and there's only foot for normal zipper. But we very often use invisible zipper, and this foot also it's €5, very cheap, but it helps you a lot. So I recommend you to buy this one too. So I think this is it. I told you most of the things that I use. I think everything. And if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to follow and like the video. And if you want to learn sewing step by step in a very clear way with support of the teacher, you're welcome to check our online course. We have a tryout lesson. You can try it and see if you like it. Please check description and the website for online course. And I hope to see you in our next videos. Bye bye.